Hello, gang. Short video today. Shouldn't take too long. We've got this new Liquid Death, Slaughterberry. Slaughterberry. This one's an iced tea. Actually, it's not a water. It's one of the iced tea. It's their new iced tea flavor, berry flavor. They have already like a Liquid Death sort of berry water flavor. I forget what it's called. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We expect this to be a sort of dark brown beverage. It actually seems to have a little bit of a reddish color to it, interestingly enough. Yeah. Looks fine. I don't expect it to have much to say about it. It's just going to be a berry-flavored iced tea. I mean, like, what do you expect, you know? There's a lot of little drinks like that are just kind of like, this is going to be like a 2-minute video, you know? Ooh. First thing to say, I believe this is raspberry, if I had to guess. Raspberry, blueberry, blackberry. It's all three. Because it's very tart. It has like that, not very tart, but it has the tart flavor of like a raspberry or a blackberry, sure. Blueberries are weird, but I get it. Blueberry, sure. The thing that's interesting about this is, again, it feels strange to like return to Liquid Death after like not drinking it for a while, because the taste of tea that is freshest in my memory is I think I had like a Twisted Tea the other day, which has like a very strong lemon taste to it, and it's very strong. It's like a strong lemon tea. This is a super light flavored tea, so it kind of throws me off a little bit. I actually find it quite refreshing. I kind of do like that. I don't think I'd mind drinking that at all, but I would say it feels very lightly flavored. It's very light. If you like super lightly flavored stuff, like you hate how you buy like a tea at the store, it's like like an Arizona. My camera is like really up there, isn't it? Why am I'm like off screen. Yeah, if you like really sugary, flavorful teas, you might not like this. You might find this a little too light. I'm gonna fix my hair. My hair doesn't look very good today, does it? Might just need to get a haircut. But if you need a lot of flavor, this isn't really gonna do much for you. You might even like not like it just because it tastes like a tea, with it's just light, very light, but quite refreshing, I will say. Probably not very energy giving, but if you sort of expect with a tea that you're gonna get like a lot of caffeine, it'll probably it has caffeine, but maybe not super heavy. In terms of like their teas, I'm trying to even remember which ones they had. They have like an original. I don't think I remember liking the Arnold Palmer one, and then I can't remember the third one. I think was like a peach flavor. And I think this one, I mean, it's just it's good. It's refreshing. It is what it just needs to be. And the berry is quite nice. I kind of would lean towards like a 7.5, I think, in terms of like, is it crazy? Am I crazy about it? Not really, but it's nice enough that I would definitely like drink it, without issue. Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. Goodbye. And we're live. Okay, special treat today. Pineapple, Pepsi Pineapple, Little Caesars. So this is an exclusive, like, deal that Pepsi has with Little Caesars right now, where if you order from Little Caesars, you can get a Pepsi Pineapple in a can. It does come in a can, which I was happy about. I was a little worried when I ordered it that it was going to come in like a cup, I was going to be like, oh, okay. It's lame. But it does actually come in like a can, and it's dripping now. A couple complaints I have is I ordered a pizza, and it was probably the worst pizza I've ever had in my life. Just this specific. Normally, I'm okay with Little Caesars. I mean, it's you get what you pay for. It's kind of not supposed to be like high end pizza. It's kind of supposed to be like low end, like greasy cheap pizza. But it's decent for the price you pay for it. It's like I enjoy it on occasion. It's one of my favorite places to order from. This time I got like a thin crust pizza, and it was just like it was way overcooked. I got like pepperoni and sausage. It was like burnt. Actually, I have leftovers. Let me show you. I mean, just looking at it, I guess it's not really, can't really tell too well, but it smells burnt. It is burnt. It actually is not looking that bad in hindsight, but didn't really much care for it. Also, they square sliced it. Who square slices a round pizza for one? Like, why did you do that? Do they do that by default? I don't like square slicing. Slice it like a freaking pizza. It annoyed me. So that's that. I will have to eat the rest. I have so much of this left. I'll have to eat it later. The other complaint that I have was when this arrived, it was not cold. It was just warm, like it had just been sitting in a closet, and they just brought it out of a closet. So I had to put this in my fridge. I couldn't, if I had drank this when I received it, it would have just been like a warm Pepsi. Like, that's unpleasant. So I have complaints about having received this. Like I guess I haven't said it, but this is exclusive to Little Caesars. You can't get it in stores at all. You have to order from Little Caesars, and that's the only way you'll get it. So, yeah, I guess we'll try it. I don't think this is the first time Pepsi has had a pineapple flavor. So, this is, it is what it is. It's going to be Pepsi colored, as to be expected. I don't expect this to be, like, too interesting, so this is probably going to be a roundup video, I think, which I'm going to do now instead. If something's not super interesting, I'll just put it in, like, one video where I just go over all of them quickly. Of course, I'm spending a lot of time on this. It's also interesting that the pineapple's association with, like, pizza is kind of, like, not in a good place right now. People get mad if you talk about, like, pineapple pizza. I think people are crazy, People get up in arms about the dumbest shit. It's like, it's fine. I mean, it's like a sweet and savory type of thing, It works. You can put, like, I don't know if you've ever tried, like, an apple flavored, like, put, like, an apple sauce on, like a pork chop or something. It's not like a combination that doesn't work. You put sweet and salty together. Like, I don't know, they put salt on desserts all the time. It's like, it's the same thing. Why do people get so mad about it? It's fine. Me and my friend used to get pineapple, they call it Hawaiian pizza. It's pineapple ham pizza. We used to get that all the time. We loved it. That was, like, one of our things, was just Hawaiian pizza. So it's like, so I guess I'm biased in that I've always kind of liked pineapple on pizza. But, the association there is a little, maybe a little upsetting to people. But let's just try this. The pineapple flavoring, quite nice. It doesn't, like, it's not, like, overpowering. You can taste it, the pineapple. It's there. And it's pineapple by itself is a very, I think it's a very powerful flavor. It's one of those sort of strong flavors that you can just, if it's in something, you can taste it. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, there's pineapple in this. You just know. So, I mean, it's good. I mean, I don't know who would expect that to be, like, quite bad, unless you, like, hate pineapples. But, like, I like pineapple a lot, like I said. It's one of my favorite little frickin' stupid fruits. I like the can design. I've already shown it like a bunch of times, but you can see it says pineapple here. It's got a bunch of pineapples all over. Then you got the little Caesars guy there. It's just to indicate this is a little Caesars can. Yeah, I mean, this is good. I like this. I would probably buy pineapple Pepsi over like any other Pepsi flavor, probably. Honestly, just because I like pineapple more than I like. I'm not really into the vanilla colas so much. I don't buy them very often. Then there's like the cherry ones, and that doesn't do much for me. I'm not a big cola drinker, but like pineapple intrigues me. I like that, so I might pick this up if I saw it in the store over something else. I might go for this. I kind of want to give it high marks just because I like it a lot. I want to give it like an 8.9. I haven't dipped into the 9s yet, 9 to 10. I'm like, how do I get to a drink that's like a 9? If I like really like it, like, oh man, that's the best thing I've ever drank. But I'm like, is there a drink now that I would put in a 9? I'd have to think about it. I'd have to like chart something out just in terms of like, I guess we could do that. I could just do like basic drinks like a Coke. What do you rate a Coke? Vanilla Coke, cherry Coke. I could do like a chart, one of those chart things. I'll think about it. For now, I'm just afraid to give something a 9 because it might seem like I'm overrating it. Like, oh, Pepsi pineapple's so freaking good, guys. It's like the best thing ever. It's like, bro, really a 9 out of 10 for Pepsi pineapple? Anyways, 8.9. That's what I'll land on for now. Okay. Hello. I'm trying a new setup here. Let's see if this actually works out. I've got a new thing, Mountain Dew Energy. Now this, I've kind of been like, I don't know. I've been sleeping on it. I haven't like really paid attention to it. I almost like completely ignored its existence, but it exists. And today I have the Major Melon one. This one I kind of like just missed. So I saw Mountain Dew Energy in the store. Sorry, I'm like out of breath. So I saw Mountain Dew Energy in the store, and then I just decided to like research, like look it up, see what they've got, and I happened to just miss this flavor in its release. So I decided, well, it just ended, so I could probably go and order some online. I'm sure it's still available somewhere, but so I have it. Now, the first thought that I have about Mountain Dew Energy is that Mountain Dew already had an energy drink. This is kind of confusing. Mountain Dew, if you don't know, they owned the AMP brand of energy drinks back when those were a thing. I really liked AMP as a kid, as a teenager, and but I'll tell you, I stopped drinking them when they like redesigned the can. I was like less interested because it went from being like this black can with the cool like AMP logo to being like a flat, solid green color with just like the fruit on it. It was a really boring can design, and I literally just stopped drinking it because of that. Even though it tastes exactly the same, I remember that. Just literally just like it looked boring, so I didn't want to buy it anymore. So honestly, I think AMP died because of that, if I'm going to be honest. And it's weird to me now that they're doing energy drinks again. They're not just bringing back the AMP brand and like, fixing it, changing the can design. Now AMP has mostly been discontinued. You can't really get it in stores at all. I ordered some online. You can still order it online, just the original. It says you can order the cherry flavor somewhere, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I've got the original like on order. So I'll pull those out for like a future video, and maybe we'll try one of those. But unfortunately for this one, I don't have an AMP with me to try. So we're just gonna do the Mountain Dew Energy. Now the other thing I was thinking about was Mountain Dew Kickstart, right? Mountain Dew Kickstart is Mountain Dew Kickstart is basically what I thought was also a Mountain Dew like energy drink. But I did some research into this, and apparently they don't really think of it or advertise it as like an energy drink. Instead, they advertise it as sort of like a breakfast drink or like a start your morning kind of drink. It's got like electrolytes and caffeine, and it's just supposed to give you a small boost of energy in the morning. But they don't claim it to be an energy drink, which is interesting to me. But that means Mountain Dew has like, you know, they have Kickstart, they have AMP, which I don't have with me, and then they have now Mountain Dew Energy. Now Mountain Dew Energy, they have like 3 flavors. I'll do a review of the like regular OG flavors, but then every now and again they take one of their like actual drinks, in this case the Major Melon. They take one of their actual drinks and just transform it into an energy drink. So this one was from like March to like June. It's not available anymore, so I'm like very late on the uptake here, but that's okay. Now currently there's Baja Blast, so I will do the Baja Blast review when that one's out, so I could just do it like tomorrow if I felt like it. In fact, I might do it tomorrow, I don't know. But anyways, I got all these things. I also got one of these Hard Mountain Dew Watermelon. It's the only thing that was like kind of the only other like melon flavored Mountain Dew product, and I was like, oh, I'll grab one of those. So what we're gonna do, I think, is just compare and contrast here, right? And I'm gonna start with the Kickstart here, and I'm just gonna pour it. Now they don't have. They obviously don't have like a melon flavored Kickstart. I looked for one. I wanted to see if they had one, but they don't. I'm a little off center, I think. It's hard to tell because of this frickin' thing. I need to figure out my setup. Also, I'll probably get like a light or something if this is like a good setup. I don't really know. But here we are for now, so let's just deal with it for now. So I wanted to try just Mountain Dew Kickstart because I genuinely don't think I've had this since like high school. I wanted to just try it again to see like what kind of experience it offers that's not energy drink. Yeah, so I mean it definitely doesn't have the same like really like, intense chemical hit that like an energy drink would give you. It's very understated. It's very much like a soda with like something extra in there. It tastes like some acidity, obviously, but obviously there's electrolytes in this as well. So, I mean, I think that's where you're gonna get the majority of the energy. There is caffeine. There's caffeine and electrolytes. So you're getting a little bit of caffeine. You're getting a little bit of electrolytes. It's a good morning starter, I guess. It's probably not the like most unhealthy thing you could drink in the morning. I'm sure it's got a lot of sugar. It's got a fair amount of sugar in it, but I think it's just for for people to start their mornings, I suppose. But it's not too intense or overly, difficult to drink. It's very easy to drink, actually. It's kind of weird because I remember not really liking Kickstart as a kid, but drinking it now, it just doesn't. It's just like kind of whatever. It's like a pretty easy to drink thing, and I feel like that's not gonna like, get me to high levels of energy and then make me crash later in the day. I think it's just like, oh, it's just a little bit of like, let's wake you up in the morning. Now I want to try. We'll save the watermelon for later. So. I want to kind of try these in tandem, basically. Obviously, I've had Major Melon before, but I do want to like compare and contrast here. So I have just a regular Major Melon. I didn't notice this until after I bought it, but this has like the date on this is July 17th, and today is August the 6th. So hopefully that doesn't really matter that much. That the date on this is like it's a month ago. They just didn't. Wherever I went at the gas station, they just had an old Major Melon. I'm gonna get another glass. All right, we're going to go tiny glass here. So tiny glass, I'm going to put in just the default Major Melon, assuming I can open it. My cans are all sweating because they're very cold, and it's very warm in here. Although I did get my air conditioner fixed, so it's I'm very happy about that. I just didn't have it like turned on. So it's cooling down, you know, it's cooling down. But it's not there just yet. So obviously we know, I guess I could have just drank this out of the bottle. I don't know why I'm pouring it separately. Could have just drank it out of the bottle. It's like, there's no point. Okay. So we're going to compare the two colors here. There's still a little bit of like red in there. It should be fine. I mean, it's just like whatever. So, I don't know if you can see these, but they're basically the same color. They are in two different glasses, so honestly, the regular one seems more carbonated, but I could just be imagining things. Seems like there's more bubbles, weirdly. So I'm going to take a sip of the regular Major Melon. And that's like a very intense, like, watermelon. That's like the candy watermelon flavor. So, yeah, that is what that is. I'm not very good at doing stuff like that. I kind of wanted to do like a more artsy video where I have like a bunch of stuff and I set it up, you know. So I don't really know how to like frame things in camera. There you go. Do you see my little guys? My little guys over here? Yeah. So that's that one. So I'm gonna try the energy version. You know, drinking these side by side is super weird. Because I feel like if I hadn't done that, I might be like, oh yeah, that tastes like a Major Melon. But it's like, no. This tastes like completely different. It doesn't taste anything like the Major Melon. Yeah, you take a sip of this and it's just immediately like, oh yeah, there's the flavor of that. You know. I taste this and it's like I get a bunch of weirdness. And then the like actual melon part of it is very like understated. It's underneath all of this other weird energy stuff. It's very weird. I'm not sure I like that very much. Obviously, the point of an energy drink is not necessarily to taste amazing. They try their best, but obviously it's a lot of stuff that they got to put into to give it energy and then flavor it afterwards. So it's not really supposed to be... You don't really drink an energy drink for the flavors, you know what I mean? You drink it for the experience. I need to keep drinking this for a bit to like feel something. I'm really not crazy about that. I think there's definitely energy drinks I would reach for before I'd pick up one of those again. It's just not great. I don't think the melon that they're trying to like add infuse into this is like really. First of all, I don't think it really tastes like the Major Melon, honestly, at all. Like, I take a sip of this, and it's just like, it's Mountain Dew with watermelon in it. I take a sip of this, and I'm like, what the hell is that? You know? Doesn't really taste like this. But, yeah, I don't know. It's not really my thing, you know? I'd probably give it, generally, somewhat low marks. There's definitely better ways to flavor an energy drink. I like the idea that they're going for. Like they're doing like a new energy brand, and they're like, let's put some of our, every now and again, let's put in one of our like well-known flavors and turn it into an energy drink. That's kind of fun. They've done Pitch Black in the past, I believe, as well, which obviously I well missed. I think that was last year. I don't know if they're going to do that one again. But if they do, I'll review it then. Major Melon, I think, is this version of Mountain Dew Energy is kind of new. But yeah, it's not really my thing. I would not. I honestly, with energy drinks, I don't mind the more chemically weird flavor. And I feel like, I feel like the good energy drinks kind of embrace the weirdness of their flavor and try to just like complement it. Whereas with something like this, it's almost like that's just there, and then that like they're trying to flavor it to make it taste as close to Major Melon as possible instead of like trying to complement the weirdness of the ingredients, which is I feel like the route you should probably go, but I don't know. It's not really I'm not keen on that. We'll have to try the other Mountain Dew energy products and see if I like them. I don't know why I just completely ignored these. Like, I saw them in the store, and I don't even think I did see them in the store. I think I just like my brain just like wrote them out of my sight for some reason. So I just like completely ignored them. But it's interesting. They're trying something. This one I wouldn't recommend really. So I am gonna like compare to this hard Mountain Dew for some reason. I don't know. I have it. So I thought it'd be fun if I compared to like the watermelon. So I may as well just try this, I guess. I feel like there's a lot more going on with that. Weirdly, I don't really like the hard Mountain Dews, but kind of like just the watermelon one, kind of just by itself. Not that bad, honestly. Kind of good. Maybe they should sell a variety pack of just the watermelon version. Because I think that'd be good. Obviously, the Baja Blast, sweet, sugary, very much just like in control of all of its flavors. It like knows what it's supposed to taste like. I guess that's the feeling I get. Is it's like, yep, they're confident about its flavor, right? It's like there's nothing weird about it. It's just like exactly what you kind of like. It's satisfying. It's fulfilling. It's all of the flavors are doing what they're supposed to do, Whereas everything else here, like this, doing something weird. It's flat. Maybe not flat. I guess that would mean it's like not carbonated. Although it doesn't really taste super carbonated. I think that's just. It is carbonated. The can was definitely closed when I got it. It's just like not really good. I don't know. There's something unsatisfying about it. It doesn't really taste like Major Melon, and it doesn't really taste like much of anything. If anything, it's just like kind of a weird, series of flavors that, and then with like a real low undertone of like melon that's barely even. You can barely even taste it. And then you have this, which is almost like a completely different thing. I don't even know if this should be in the equation. It's just like there's that it's weird when I like taste an alcoholic beverage next to stuff that's not, how clearly I could taste the alcohol. It's very strange. And I actually kind of like this by itself. So, yeah, that's not bad. It tastes like an alcoholic beverage with like a melon flavor. It's completely unrelated. We'll just push it over here. We'll bring the kickstart back. I've got a lot of open beverages. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of these. Kickstart's kind of refreshing though, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't really recommend the Major Melon. I mean, you can't really get it anymore, so not even like a problem. just don't get it. There's a Baja Blast energy drink now, which I'll review in a little bit. But for now, I'm just gonna call the video there. As an energy drink, I'm sure it works, but it's not really super good. I'll give it like a 3. Goodbye.